Hello, Tiffany here. Today's project is going to be taking the Pajama Crafter Stamps flashcard holiday greetings panels. So it's 24 panels. You get 2 of each design to work with. These are foiling cards, or great for ink blending with your distress inks or distress oxides. And then, like I said, foiling. I'll be foiling my panel today with some, I think, Heidi Swap and Simon Says Stamp, I think, foils. And I'm gonna do a kind of vintage inspired photo here. The tree will be like a muted pale green, and then the words will be red. I also got some ephemera from my stash, and it's really Stamperia's Nutcracker ephemera. These are die cuts and some chipboard pieces, but I elected not to use them. As I worked on the project, I really found that it looked better just the way it was without adding any embellishments, which is actually kind of against my nature. This is a frame I got from the antique store for a couple bucks, so that's what we're going to be using. So let's go ahead and get started. So now that I have finished the panel, I did the foiling on it and the Distress Oxide ink around the edges. I'm going to adhere the panel into the frame, and then I just usually put in whatever packaging the frame had in it before, just to give it the dimension it needs to not be wobbly in the frame. And then I decided that I wanted to kind of enhance the frame a little bit. It is this kind of red wood color of frame, and so I wanted to try and see if I could use some of this wax from Prima and see if I could alter the color of the frame. So it's a bronze wax, and I'm just using my finger to put over the edge of the frame, and then I'll be using some rub and buff in antique gold on the metal part of the frame, which is actually like dimensional roses. So I wanted those to kind of enhance a little bit more as well and stand out. It did work out fairly well to tone back the red. It kind of gave it just a different tone, more of a goldish copper color. Not so much copper in the way I think of copper, but I do end up putting some gold wax on here as well, and there is a actual distinct difference between the two. And so one is not as gold as I think it looks on its own. So this is just a gold wax that I have, and I'm using a brush that I use to put it on. And I just did it on the edges, so the edges have another shade to them than the rest of the frame, and then the metal part will have another shade to it as well. So after I had done all of this wax building up on here, I actually couldn't really bring myself to putting those embellishments on I had originally planned at the beginning of the video. I just thought that yes, I could add those and that would totally be my style for sure, because I embellish a lot of picture frames with die cuts and cut aparts and stuff like that. But I just couldn't, this frame just came out so nice just on its own with that panel, and it already looked very vintage and antique, so I really didn't want to add anything else. I thought it worked well on its own, so I chose not to add anything else. I'm just going to finish waxing these parts with the rub and buff, and then I'm going to call it a day on this. So I hope you liked this video, and if you did, please like and subscribe, and I will see you on the next one. Bye!